Media Podcast, and that's tradition. I'm that dude with the beard. You're the host, Mr. KC. What's going on with it, my G?
Oh, another day in sunny paradise, living the dream, trying to figure it out.
I hear you on that here. All the way from Florida to Kansas City, we bring you another episode here, and we're going to talk a little action here coming up tomorrow. UFC Trio 5. And I mean, a super stacked main event, a card that people's been waiting on for a while. And honestly, UFC fans, if you've been watching the last few, they haven't missed on these last few. It's been pretty good here. So can't wait till tomorrow here to see all the action tipping off here. Me personally, I am a prelim watcher. So I'll probably catch everything starting maybe around 3 o'clock, however they usually do it. Because that's most of the knockouts happen, dude. I'm trying to tell you. And usually I like to place a little parlay, a little bet or two here and there, especially in UFC. I'm gonna go put something on my boy Israel tomorrow. There's a lot of people expecting him to lose, but it's time to regain glory. What do you think about that, Mr. KC?
This is a tough fight. Look, Duduplessis is DDP, as people like to call him, is a bad man. Like you cannot look past him if you're Israel. Like Adesanya cannot skip this fight. I'm just excited to see Adesanya back in the ring. Like he really is. It's a better UFC when he's around. Like
Right.
there's some people that'll hate on him, and I'll even make fun of him for some weird stuff like painting his fingernails and stuff.
Right.
There's he's the only fighter with painted fingernails I'd root for. Like it's just
Yeah.
the way it truly is. Like if you want to be honest, like I think this is a tough matchup for him, but as an Izzy fan, you know who I'm going with.
Man, and my only thing is people do like DDP, and that's well and good. But a lot of people love Israel, and Israel's a Booker T fan. So if we got to talk about any DDP, I'll rather take Israel or Booker in either situation or whichever DDP showing up. I'll take one of them too. But it should be a good fight, man. Like I said, they got Israel as the underdog right now on the card, which you should because he's not the champion. So that's proper. Let me get a second, folks. I'm gonna pull up MGM here. I thought I already had it up on my other tab,
And
so
get
I
the
can kind
odds
of
up.
see
Yeah,
some of the lines
I,
on that thing.
I'd like to get the lines out on the fight too. Uh, are you worried at all about any kind of ring rust from Izzy? I know it's been a minute since we've seen him. Do you think the
Uh,
time off has hurt?
literally, literally 11 months since we saw his last fight. I'm not worried about rest. It was more for him of going back to the foundations, going back to the factory, so to speak, and getting things right, going back to the well, if you will. However many analogies, back to the primordial soup, however many places, however many things you want to call it, but getting back to basics, so that way he can remind people why he's the best middleweight in the planet. Good training, like I said, getting his mind refocused and everything on the sport in general, not having to worry about what he was going through off, because most people don't know outside, well, a lot of people do outside the ring, he was dealing with that crazy ex and that whole situation, so had a lot going on. So to be able to get back to just, focusing on fighting, we're gonna see probably one of the best versions of Izzy we ever seen. That's why he's the last style bender.
Yeah, that could be very true. And I think I'm right there with you on a lot of that. Like, if we look at Izzy, I mean, the time off is rough on a lot of guys, but I don't imagine he was completely out of the gym the whole time. And it might give him time to, like, reset that chin kind of thing. A lot of guys, he's had a heavy workload the last few years. He's been in and out of fights like crazy. So I think the time off might actually, you might be right. I think it might help him. I always get a little nervous when a guy's been out for a minute, especially after a loss, because you got to get your mind right sometimes too. I
Right.
don't imagine he was thinking he was going to lose to Strickland. Like, let's be completely honest.
Well,
I
for
didn't.
sure.
You
For
know.
sure. It's like a whole rivalry situation starting off with Strickland and everything. So they'll see each other again one day, maybe down the road. But uh Izzy got caught picking his nose, so to speak. Yeah, that's what happens. You get burned when you look past certain people. So I think he's learned that the hard way now. I mean, because the only other loss he got really is just going up to middle class. I mean, going up to the upper class. Took a L there, and then I think matter of fact he took that first L to Strick. I think Strick was the only dude who ever beat him the first time. I had to go back and look and see, but I'm pretty sure it was him, or it was
Well, he's
Pierre.
24 and
Was it Pierre?
yeah, but I think Pierre has beat him twice.
Yeah, that's
I
who
think
it
it's
was.
happened
Well,
twice.
no, he
Yeah.
lost to what's his name? Was it Kamaru Usman? Or yeah, he lost to Kamaru Usman when he went up to
Oh,
try to
that's
fight
right.
him for
So
the belt. Yeah, so he's only got three
yeah,
losses. Like I said, I think both of them are to Alex. I had to go back and look and see, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in that realm.
yeah, because I might be confusing it. I know they did it in like kickboxing too. This before either one of them were in the UFC. They had a fight beforehand too. And I know a lot of times I like to throw that into the UFC record just because. Yeah, I think I have trouble separating the two. Is that
Yeah,
a
so
load bearing wall behind you? Yes, sir. Yeah, of course. All walls are got to be load bearing at some point. Like, what's the point of a wall if it's not? This ain't the Great Wall of China. Like, what are we doing out here?
well, yeah,
Did
it's,
you?
this is my basement office, so yeah, hopefully everything is supported. Yeah,
Right? It'd be a
I would
it'd be a
hope.
real bad. It'd be one hell of a show if it stopped being supported. I tell you that.
Ooh, right. It'd be a live stream you never forget. And they'll possibly end up calling you CSI like, hey, so you saw it happen? Like we need
Yeah,
to
I'm the
know
one that
everything.
called. I seen it
Right,
happen first. I know
right.
the neighbor was outside, but I seen that one before anybody.
Oh man. But so yeah, we'll see like a Sean Strickland. I mean not Sean Strickland, thing about Strickland now. But yeah, Adesanya, I think he should be in premium shape and in the premium mindset to really come and win this thing. And now that it's finally loaded me into MGM, let's see what the line is on this UFC fight here. Let's close that. And of course, it's going to take its sweet time. So while it's loading that up, we'll see
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Let's hit the chat up real quick. We got Abigail also saying hello, and she agreed. She's right there on that on the Sonya train. And our boy Keanu Reeves. Shout out to you too. Sounds like a famous
Yo,
guy like
yo.
you and John Wick.
Right. And there's Neo, of course. Can't forget
Yeah.
that.
Hey,
Let's
he was
see.
bad. You know what no one ever talks about when they talk about with him? Speed. Like
Man, I'm trying
how
to tell you.
legendary of a movie that
Him
was,
and
man.
Sandra Bullock sees my homegirl, the blind side herself. I said that
Right?
movie's top tier. Yeah, you ain't lying. And it's hardly spoke about. I mean, Bill and Ted's Awesome Adventure. Well, I mean, we can go back on and on. I mean, but thanks for the
Oh,
nostalgia
Bill and
moment,
Ted,
Keanu.
man. Yeah, that is a little nostalgia moment right there. Man, yeah,
Man.
he's just got some bangers, man. Shout out to him. I know we don't usually talk movies very often, but sometimes we get a little
Yeah,
sidetracked on the sports show.
he
Hey,
opened up the rabbit hole a little bit. Well, yeah, we can
right?
talk about it. Let's
Get down in
see.
the matrix properly. Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? The UFC website places it as if there's a difference, but no, they got this call pretty much right down the same. It's the same on MGM. Like they don't even have a favorite. Maybe they wait until tomorrow to change the odds, but they both right now at 110.
I mean, I think that's pretty fair. That's about how I feel about this fight, though. To be
Yeah,
honest with you, I do feel like it's very coin flippish. Both guys got the skill sets to get it. So I'm not really. Man, is this is just a tough one? But Izzy's been in these situations with these elite fighters for 5 years now.
I
You
was
know
trying
what
to
I
say
mean? Like,
forever, really, dude. Yeah,
yeah, I'm probably calling them short. You know what I mean? Like, it might even be crazy longer than that. Like Izzy's just he's just been that dude. It's got to be with 27 fights, 3 fights a year. We're probably looking at a decade of Izzy.
Yeah, pretty much more than a decade. Well, a decade to say the least.
Man, that's crazy to think about, really.
I got to put some pen to paper so I can write down some of this so I can see what I'm gonna do tomorrow with my parlay folk. Because I'm not sure how quick it's gonna go here, but it might be a couple rounders. I think with Izzy has to win this match. He has to finish it. It has to be a good finish for him to remain undisputed, kind of in a sense. So I'm thinking he probably gets him via knockout, maybe round three.
I like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think he might even just I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a real tough one. I think Izzy he might make him tap. He might make him tap.
We're gonna
I feel
see
like
here.
the I feel like a submission in the second is just in the cards, but I don't
It
know.
definitely
That
make
third,
for it definitely make for a better bet. The odds of something like that. If anything, you'd want him gone in 60 seconds. The old iron rule. If I decide you could do that, plus
nah.
4,500 on that thing. Good night.
Someone probably bet that on like Malzadov versus Ben Askren that one time, and probably
Ooh,
just got so paid it wasn't even funny.
wasn't even funny. So let me
Bro,
go.
if you're in his camp and you know that like that's his opening move, you have to place that bet, right? Like you have to be
Mhm.
like, I think he might really just knock him out real quick, like, and sure enough, did it.
Man, and you know what? Looking at the submission odds on there, we got a plus 475 on there. So I mean, that could be a good good boon to your parlay if you can get the right round in via submission. Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, Carter Pete said hi and then bye. Appreciate you stopping by.
appreciate you
And
stopping by. Thank you for your
enjoy,
time.
yeah, enjoy your evening. Thank you for commenting. And we like commenters. Those are our favorite kind of viewers. The people that
Yeah,
go
talk
clickety
to
clickety
us.
clack.
Especially if you like UFC, tell us who you think is going to win if you know the card and what's going on. But moving on here, since we're talking about the card here, let me go on back to it. UFC 305. So obviously that's your main event here. But let me just go ahead and start to the beginning of the main card. Unless we got some prelim fans out there, like I said, early prelims. Let me just talk about that for a second. Like I said, usually starts traditionally
Yeah,
way earlier than the actual event itself. So I'd say about 3 or 4 o'clock, you can start all your UFC needs. Because I know at 7 o'clock, regular time, that's when they're gonna get into the other prelim. I mean, to the other prelims. The main card never starts until 9. So we
right.
got that down. And then your main card here, we got some brawls coming up. We got a welterweight bout with Li Jinglang and Carlos Pradas. And he's from Brazil, and of course Lee is from China here. And just looking at the overall matchup here, um, pretty even as far as fighting goes here. Lee is 19-8. Um, Looks like he's just got a little bit long career. Carlos 19-6. He's coming fresh off a win here. Got the reach advantage and the leg advantage here. But he is the underdog in the fight according to the website here. They have Lee listed plus 260 for this particular bout. What you think about that, Mr. KC? About his striking ability and what you think he's going to do in this fight here?
I'm trying to see the. I don't see him on the card.
It doesn't
I'm
show it
out
for
here
you?
looking, and
Ooh.
this is the prelims, right? You're talking
No, no, this is
prelims.
the main card.
Oh,
This is the
sorry.
main card. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was digging through the prelim list while you was talking. Got slightly distracted. Oh, my bad. Yeah, this should be an interesting fight. Give me Carlos Pratt's. This is a nice little decent little fight though. This is a decent little one. I think Carlos is gonna get it done. He's been knocked out a little less. I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take the little record. I'm gonna bet it on the record.
He's on bet on the record. Yeah, they got Jing Lang plus 300 on MGM. So it looks like,
Mm.
yeah. So I don't know. We're
I
gonna
don't know. You
see.
know them. I don't want to sound, racist or nothing, but you know them Asian folks be knowing some kung fu type stuff. Like I know a lot of us be doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but like they might have
Right.
a real nice like judo base, a little,
Some
some other
secret
things.
ancient technique unknown to the planet. They
Yeah,
just call it something else. And he come in, hit you with a strike the world's never seen before.
right.
The
The
first
little
1 inch
1 inch
punch.
punch.
Right.
Yeah.
The first 1 inch punch to knock a man out. Blam.
Blam. In the first 60 seconds, I wonder what that one pays, bro. That's got to pay crazy on that fight.
Go
I
60
don't think that's
seconds.
going to
Oh,
happen in that one.
it's plus
Yeah.
3,000 on that.
Yeah, because
Ooh,
it
you
ain't
want to talk
happening.
about a come
The
up?
ju-
Boy.
I'm holler at Benji. Appreciate you stopping by. And our, I can't say that name.
So let me look at these comments, see what we got going on. Benji, Charity, hello, hello there.
Oh, am I that retarded?
No, you're not retarded, man. But I'm an avid reader, and I'm a name
Right.
connoisseur.
I'm not a name connoisseur, and that's my problem. I read a lot, but
He said,
and I got
"Seen
the
hit you
sunglasses
first."
on.
That was a good show, man. Disowned. I mean, you hating, but that was a great show. As long as you're here watching, that's all that matters. We
You
can be,
use a Phineas and Ferb? You use a
yeah.
Phineas and Ferb fan? Yeah, so is my nephew.
I'm trying
It's
to tell you,
crazy.
somebody like yeah. I know a lot of children that like that kind of stuff. We have Rick and
Yeah.
Morty,
I'm
all that.
yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
very
let's see.
I'm very very picky on my anime. I don't know why.
He's oh man. I don't know why. Well, let's see. Next bout we got here, we got a heavyweight bout. Number 10th weight heavyweight in the country, Tai Tuvasa from Australia. And I remember actually watching his last fight. He was, yeah, going crazy. Versus the number
Yeah, he a
12
big boy.
ranked, right, Draziro Rosenstruck. And this man is thoroughly Russian. That's crazy. Black man, though.
Is
But,
he Russian Russian?
we are
We
everywhere.
got ooh, that might be scary, bro. I'm not real familiar with Jarzino, but I am with Tuvasa, and this is crazy. I didn't know that was a thing. I never, I didn't ever think.
Let's see here. Uh, yeah, I'm going with Ty. I'm going with Bam Bam in this situation. Uh, like I said, his last fight here, he's coming off a loss, so he's looking to rebound. But like I said, he's ranked number 10 now. He's got to not only solidify his spot, hold on to it. He need to go ahead and just knock this dude on out and get his name back in contention if he want to get up there. Because dudes, we keep seeing dudes like Curtis Blades getting title shots and stuff just to get knocked out all over again. Like I'd be tired of seeing the same dudes work their way back up just to lose. Like we need some new blood up there.
Right. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty decent. I'll take that.
Man.
Oh,
So
Disowns wants to know if he can teach you a lesson. Maybe. You know, you can put a
teach me
little.
a lesson. What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I've done
whatever.
enough schooling.
Right.
Anything if I need to know it, I can learn it at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Let me see what the odds are for that one. Let's pull that up here.
Are you talking about the Dan Hooker fight?
No, I'm still talking about the Bam Bam fight here. Oh, they
Oh,
got him
okay.
listed as the favorite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, he's
Good
probably
little.
more of a fan favorite. You know what I mean? Like, and that's probably a lot to do with it too. I could see that one uh, paying off.
Yeah, I can too. Especially, he's got a lot of knockout power. Like I said, I don't know. We just have to see. I haven't seen this other guy fight before, so I'm not sure about his chin situation. But if he can take a punch, he'll have a chance to win. I will say that. But yeah, the next fight we have here, we have a lightweight bout between Dan Hooker, as he mentioned, from New Zealand, ranked number 11 against number 5 ranked Matuz Gamrat. from Poland. And in these situations, I always like to go with the higher ranked fighter because he's been grinding it longer to get to where he's at. Like I said, if you lose in one of these situations, you find yourself waking up the next morning about eighth or ninth on the planet when you was just fifth. You done fell from almost all the way from glory. I mean, you still get a title shot anywhere in that realm, but you'd rather be up higher, especially for a bigger payday. Um, I'm going with I'm gonna have to. I gotta do it. Yeah. I'm going with
Yeah, with
Gamrot.
Gamrot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gamrot's a bad man, dude. I'm right there with you. I like Dan Hooker, but he's ranked number 11 for a reason. He's on the outside looking in as an old vet, which is always kind of a dicey situation. Look, every dog has got his day. Every broken clock is right twice. Dan Hooker, in theory, could win this fight. But
He really
Gamrot's
could.
just,
Gamrot's more of a
he's,
defensive fighter, and he likes to take it to distance. He wins a lot of matches by decision. According to percentages, like he's knocked people out. Don't get me wrong, but if you look over at Dan Hooker, most of his wins is from knockout. Almost 50% of them, 30% submission. He only leaving it to decision 20% of the time. So he could definitely win this fight. There's no doubt about it. Like his significant strikes land quicker than looking at this. But my only thing is, if he can get through what I call that almost total defense that Gamrot has, he'll be able to tear him up. But he got great defense, and so we'll have to really keep our eye on this one.
yeah, Gamrot's a fun guy to watch, too. I don't
Yeah.
mind it too much.
No. And let me see what they got on this fight here. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll give you the tickets to the kingdom on that fight here for him. Let's see. Where are you at? MGM. Oh no, they got Dan Hooker plus 300.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ooh. Like I said, they looking for it. If he win that 60 seconds or less, that's what you want, boy. Because his odds on that, let me throw a unit on there and see how much that'll yield me. Yeah, because the odds are 5,500. A unit on that to get you $560 if he can get him done in
Mm,
60 seconds. And that'll probably be the only
mm.
one you want to because he is explosive enough to do it. But like I said, Gamrot got that defense, so I don't know if he can get to him enough in a minute. But if you had it, you wanted to bet a unit on it. A unit's $10 around here, folks. So how we do betting scales. If you want to throw a unit on it, you can do it. But like I said, just make
Mm.
sure that you're prepared to lose it too, and always gamble responsibly in areas that you can.
Yeah, because you're going to lose that one. You're going to lose
Ooh,
that one quick. It'll be 1 minute of the fight going, damn, there goes that unit. Because Gamrot ain't losing in a minute. I just don't see it happening. I just really,
we've seen
that's a
crazy
struggle.
things. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
No risk,
right.
no reward. Let's see here. Who
Watch
else do we
watch
got
all
here?
these fights end in 1 minute, and we're gonna be like, it hit every damn time.
I'm trying to tell you
That
because it
shit would
happens
be
more often
wild.
than not, especially in the prelims. Like I said, I'm gonna have to spread some
Well,
half
this is the
units
car.
around.
This is the main car. This is the big boy league. This ain't
Right.
no little prelim guys. They made it to that pay per view. You know,
Well, sure,
you
man.
gotta pay.
Still though, they on ESPN Plus in these prelims. Some of these folk be ranked. There's only enough room on the main card. There's
I'm
only
trying to
certain amount of
remember
room.
if I'm gonna give myself away if I say this, but I'm like, does ESPN Plus even charge? I'm like,
Not for
I'm
the
not sure.
prelims, no. I mean, well, you got to have the service, but they don't charge you to watch the prelims, no. But pay for
Gotcha.
the service, of course. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Americans
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get
and of
this.
course, and of course, we all pay for ESPN Plus on here because we like supported them or whatever,
Man,
and we definitely don't
we're not
watch it on the
we're
laptop.
not
Yeah,
pirates. There's no pirating.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
We'll pay the 48.95 C305.
Just so we can bring y'all the results, play by plays, actions with snot with slinging, all that. And let's see the match before the main event here. We got a flyweight bout, and this is going to be between two unranked. Kai Kara France, would they call him KKF or something? Since we got those kind of situations going,
Oh, no, I don't think
and then
so. I don't. I
right,
don't think so. That's got too much. It's when you get
that's
too
Cobra
close.
Kai.
Like, right.
Cobra Kai
That's
from
when you get.
France.
That's when you start saying the N word, and you got to remember saying Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, what N word are we talking about here? We talking about Nebraska, buddy, not
Mm-hmm.
that KKF. That F's got to be real, and that second K is gonna mess you up. You know what I mean? Like you get that, you start stuttering. Like you cannot stutter while you're saying that boy's name, or
I'm trying to
you're
tell
going
you.
straight to jail.
I'm trying
Straight.
to tell you.
Good.
He's straight
What's
to
popping,
jail.
Jacob? Yo, welcome
Yeah,
back.
man.
We appreciate seeing you again, bro.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
having you.
And so, yeah, he's gonna be fighting Steve Urkic, and just looking at the tail of the tape here, Urkic got the advantage. He's 4 inches taller. Oh, but he's losing
Hmm.
in the reach advantage, which is kind of shocking. About only an inch, and he only has an inch in the leg gain department. So that's kind of strange and
What?
all in all, because how he only got an inch in the leg department? Guess he's just got super long torso. So maybe that's what they measuring. Cause I'm just like goodness. But he's 12-2. I think he's gonna take an L. Steve, you're leaving 12-3, buddy. It just looks like
Yeah,
this dude. God, they both lost their last fight, but just looking at how many strikes this dude puts out and his total defense, like, see, I'm a defensive not defensive like I like people who do the defense. Legs are up at RP Cope. Yeah, man, you got to do it. Got to pull out the old bean, man. The old bean. I've had this jersey probably since 2005, dude. I've had it a
hmm.
long time.
Oof.
RIP to the GOAT. But yeah, I'm going with
Sean.
Kai in this one.
Oh, I was confused. I was gonna say Sean Kim's still alive, but uh, I remember we
Nobody
was talking
cares
about
about
Kobe.
Sean Kemp, Mr. Casey.
I
No
know.
one.
I know. You just
Nobody.
said goat, so I just got
Yeah,
confused.
because the
Yeah,
person
but
we're
we're.
talking about.
But I do think, yeah, we gotta. I'm gonna root for KKF just so we could like get that oh no moment real close.
Right.
We can walk that line.
Matter
Be
of
real
fact, I just
careful about
coined,
stuttering.
and then we're gonna put this clip out on the internet. Say I just coined him KKF. So if anybody else called him that, y'all gotta come holler at me. There's a fee for that. I just coined him.
I'm about to
Coined
call
his
him
acronym.
KFC. I'm about to call him KFC, bro. Like just make
Cause
life
he
easier,
cooking
a little
food. Cause
safer.
he's cooking them.
He's he's cooking them.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
big ups to him.
It's
So
nice having Adesanya back on the card, man. Just like looking up and down the list type deal. Like that, it's really got me excited.
oh yeah, you gotta have some star power to maintain this thing here. And who else besides Israel? Probably, like I said, the most prolific as far as entertainer, um, getting people to the fight, watching the fight, and just remotely, unequivocally himself. Like I said, he's the Dennis Rodman. He's the Kobe Bryant. He's the he's all of these things. Makes it the one year he's the lifestyle bender. What more can I say?
What's your
Lifestyle.
it, that made me wonder though, like who is like the biggest draw to the UFC? Like Izzy's got to be up there, especially like if you look at like the international community.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting like all of New Zealand, probably all of Australia type stuff, and some more crazy guys to mix in. Izzy's got to be up there. I think Sugar Sean O'Malley's got to be another like big ticket. Like I like watching him fight. Are
Uh,
you a Sugar Sean fan?
yeah, I like Sean O'Malley, current bantamweight champion. I'd say he's one of the guys that's good for booking, especially like I said, trying to get people out. I'd even go as far as to say Islam Makhachev, the lightweight heavyweight champion.
Mm,
Uh, he's a
yeah,
great draw. Even Alex Pereira is a great draw. He's not a slouch here, but other than
I think
that
out of all
here,
of though, out,
and
out of
besides
that list, I
obviously
think
John Jones. You said what? I'm sorry.
Right. I was gonna say I think Alex Pereira might be the least biggest draw on that list, though.
Yeah, probably. Just considering these other divisions, like I said, had the heavyweight fights. They don't be as thunder packed as these other ones because they be letting it fly. But you gonna guarantee to get somebody knocked out in that heavyweight thing. Somebody's going down. So yeah, besides John Jones, Leon Edwards, Max Holloway, he's still a name, a good draw. Alexander
Yeah, everybody.
Volkow. I can't remember his last name right now.
Volkowski or
Volkowski, yeah,
Volkov or something.
yeah,
This, one
and
of them.
people like Charles
One of them.
Oliveira too. So,
Yeah, I'm a Oliveira fan. Just because of the technique. Like
mhm.
he's got that technique where it's like you may knock me down, but just because I'm on the ground, I'll still kill you. Like and
Right.
something about so anytime you can start getting into that stuff, I think you can really start taking advantage of people in different ways.
Oh yeah, that's what it's built for. Take you on to the
Even though
limit.
Charles Oliveira's blind as a bat, bro.
That's what I keep hearing. He can't see too good.
His glasses looked like some. I was
But
like,
he'll
bro,
put you
I don't know
down.
how. I'm like, you better not be punching, getting in no boxing match with nobody if your glasses are
Man.
that fucking thick, bro. Look,
Well,
you ain't seeing shit.
UFC got a couple of people though they can use for a good draw. I'm forgetting about my boy, the real DDP, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Uh,
Oh yeah, I watch every Poirier
Colby
fight.
Covington, even Kevin Holland.
Are
They
you?
got
Are
some
you?
guys out there. Robert Whitaker. I don't know why I didn't think of him. That boy bad. Who else?
I'm not a huge fan of Colby,
Yeah, I like
and
I like his hands. He's a good boxer.
I feel like he hasn't fought in a long. He hasn't fought since Mazadov caught him. I don't think.
I think it might have been a little minute. I'd have to see.
Yeah, I don't think he's fought since Mazadov caught him in Miami.
Uh,
Kind of took him out the took him
no,
out the
yeah, he
game at a
did.
restaurant, bro.
He
Did he?
lost to Leon Edwards. Last
Oh,
year.
good.
That was his
Okay,
last
I'll
fight
take
that I
that back.
remember. It's almost been a year. That was last December, I think it was. But I mean, he's still the fourth ranked welterweight on the planet right now.
I mean, you gotta respect that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
top five,
and I guess,
definitely.
I would still watch him. Like that Hill thing. Like I still want to watch the Hill. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just it's like it reminds me of Jake Paul. Like God, and I hate knowing that Jake Paul is gonna win fights type shit. Cause I'm like, man, somebody just every time I'm like, just knock him out for me, man. Just knock him out, and
He said,
nobody ever
somebody
does.
better. No, no. I don't think nobody ever will until
Well,
November, maybe.
I I take that back. He did lose to Tommy Fury. He finally fought someone his own size and with his own skills.
Oh, well,
He
yeah.
fought an actual boxer and fucking lost. So, and not a good boxer. Tommy Fury is not like some top level
He's
boxer or
trash,
nothing.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
The only
trash in
reason
their
he
world, let me
sells,
say.
yeah, he sells tickets because of his brother. Like, if we're gonna be completely
Yeah,
honest,
right.
you want that Fury on that fight card,
Exactly. That's all it is. So we need this card to say Fury by any means necessary.
Oh man, speaking, I know we're getting a little sidetracked with boxing for a minute, but I was watching a clip of Brandon Marshall. I think it was at the Super Bowl last year, maybe the year before. He was talking about how he thought Tyson Fury was the greatest heavyweight of all time. I just thought it
Ooh.
was like the most preposterous thing I've ever heard. Especially
Ooh.
speaking of, he told Mike Tyson that too. Oh
What? Of all time?
yeah, yeah, of
Of
all
all
time, bro. I
time?
was like, he's good, and he'd probably match up well against a lot of dudes just based off of his size. But man, all time, I was like, that's just too strong
All
of a comment.
time? That's what I can't get
Yeah,
past it. What? All time.
Yeah, and Tyson hit him with
Bro,
that favorite.
he's not even close, bro. Like he's not even close to the top 10. Like maybe in the top 25, maybe.
Guaranteed. Yeah, he's top 25.
Yeah, I'd
That
say
man's
maybe
like
that.
6'10". Yeah, but my thing about it was I thought it was funny because Brandon Marshall was like, "Who would win in a fight between you?" And Tyson was like, "I don't know, but I'll put it to you this way: they named him after me, so I know who's greater." Like, you know what I mean? I'm not named after that motherfucker, but he named
Right.
after me. They want their son to be great. They named him after me. They know what greatness looks like. Is me,
I'm like, boy, cause
motherfucker.
them, you remember them Klitschko brothers? I'm like, bro, them dudes. I'm like, of all time, these dudes, there's some dangerous people out there.
Well, yeah,
I
and then
didn't
you get
even,
the classics like Muhammad,
yeah, I didn't even want
Joe
to jump into
Frazier,
the history books. I'd have pulled Rocky
right,
Marciano out, Larry Holmes. Like, there ain't no way in
well before,
life.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, he does. I think physically he matches up well against a lot of dudes. Just being a bigger guy, bigger reach and stuff. But it's not everything, and I've seen that man fall. You know what I mean? By more than one dude. So,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
you,
so
that gypsy in you might have you getting back up, but Frazier might put you right back down.
I'm
Like, what do
trying to
we?
tell you. And like I said, it, anyway, and the referee is a little bit different because, like I said, I saw, like I said, what's the name knocked him out. The referee just didn't count it. Bronze Bomber. But then he thoroughly lost the fight after that. But he knocked Tyson Fury out. That dude was, bro, it was beyond down. So there's
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy. We just shout out to a Marcio. Shout out to you in the comments.
Mauricio.
Yes, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, my Spanish.
Mauricio.
I need to work. Need to work on
Mauricio, I'm
my
sorry.
Espanol.
Yeah.
Mi Espanol no bueno.
How do you lose a fight with two knockdowns? Man.
Yeah, that's it. That's the question, bro. That's a welcome to boxing moment. That's why people got. That's why it was so easy for
I'll say
people
he
to
definitely
switch to
won
the
that fight.
UFC.
He knocked him out. Like I don't know either, man. And like I said, all the controversy, talk about what was going on in his gloves and stuff, and how they was all floppy looking the way he was punching and stuff. I'm like, yeah, bro, there's all kind of stuff going on with that, but it's what
I
it
don't think
is.
there's nothing.
Of
I don't
course
think
you
there's
wouldn't.
nothing with the
Of
gloves.
course you wouldn't.
There ain't nothing with no damn gloves.
Of
Them
course
gloves are
you wouldn't.
inspected. They look at them,
You
bro.
ain't never
Like you
seen
ain't
you
getting
ain't never
them.
seen a boxer fight like this until Tyson Fury fought that man. He ain't looked the same since. His gloves ain't never. That's the one time his gloves only look crazy because he already knew he couldn't compete. Had to get them put them weights in the front. And
Oh, you was cutting out on me for a
I was
second.
just talking about how Tyson was cheating. Let's see, Action Jackson. Y'all betting Adesanya for sure. I am for sure. I got a unit on Adesanya. And I think I'm gonna put a couple out, just a few feelers out between the lesser knowns here, and just see what happens. Oh yeah, Chester. I already knew it was. I'm right there with you, dude.
Well, it's not rigged. It's boxing. That's what you got to remember. This is what the
But
beautiful sport of
it's
boxing
entertainment.
has always
Everything is
brought you.
rigged.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Boxing is, especially in that sport of boxing. Boxing's been rigged since 1912. Like that shit
Right. You
is
gotta take the
unbelievable.
dive in the eighth. You know how they tell me you gotta take the dive.
Yeah. Well, that's why they tell you in boxing you can't leave it to the judges. You cannot, bro, because that's what exactly like it happened to Roy Jones Jr. in the Olympics. To my favorite boxer of all time, he was in the Olympics and dusted dude, and the judges was like, nah, he won, and it was like an outrage. They had the whole country apologizing to him, like they was like we messed. That's bullshit. Like I don't know what these judges talking about, and like that's what set Roy Jones off though.
Man.
He's got a gut feeling Sonya's gonna lose. I don't know what it is, but I just think outmatched. Look, DDP is a bad man. Like, don't get.
See, and you see they had to cut him off when he was saying that because there's no way Israel's gonna lose. He's gonna win. He's been prepared. He's been taking time off, getting his mind right, getting his body right. It's time for him to be back on top of the middleweight division. Because if he's not, who else is really going to carry it further? Because he's one of the biggest draws, and they need him to have that belt. And I don't care how they set it up for him to get it, but he need to go ahead and get it. Everything they all owned by WWE, all owned by the same entertainment company anyway. So we'll just have to see what happens with that here. Oh, we can hear you now here. We can't see you, but I was telling them that's why they cut you off because everybody know Israel's gonna win. So we'll see. I would definitely. I said we're gonna see tomorrow where the line moves. We ain't got you back on video yet, but we can still hear you. Oh, okay. For sure. So, other than that, though, folks, I don't think it's gonna be on time. I don't think it's gonna be on MVP. Think that dude just got something in his bag. Maybe he might. He just might. But like I said, that's the luxury of us gonna tune in and see exactly what happens here because I feel the opposite, and there's nothing wrong with that here. I think this should be a fight that Israel should win because he pretty much needs to. He's got to win this game. Uh, I picked Kai to win that match, though, Chester, to answer your most recent question between Nakara and Steve Urkic. And I coined him KKF now. He's only known as KKF now. Mm. We just mixed up some letters. I tell you, it's Cobra Kai France. Man, get you saying the wrong stuff. But yeah, definitely got Kai winning that one here. Um, Hopefully, exactly, exactly. Plain blank period. What they say? Any jaw, any Sunday. New phrase. Mhm. Probably because yeah, I guess they are in what road is that in Perth or something like that, Australia. Yeah, so it might be some stupid retarded time. I don't know for them, but entertainment for us here. He said, I think KKF will be the new gatekeeper of the division. It's quite possible. Like I said, his defense is tremendous. And I was just talking about, I mean, he's really hard to beat. I know he's got a few L's, but um, we'll just have to see, man. He's a bad mammer jammer. That flyweight division needs some. I'm gonna say it needs some new blood anyway. Oh no, we was talking about the KKF fight. Dan Hooker was fighting. Dan Hooker's fighting Gamrot. Oh, who you got, Chester? Who you got? Because I'm definitely going with Gamrot too. Poland for the win. Putting a unit on that one too. Let me make that in my note too. Putting something on Gamrot. Easy. And did I say I was gonna put a unit on Ty too? I gotta see. Bet I'm gonna bet the other dude then. That's how we feel. Like I said, I like his name anyway. I'm going Rosenstruck just to win because I don't know how you really get down. Well, let's see the tail of the tape. What are your habits here? Okay, 49% significant strikes, 47% defense. They almost matched up just the same. I guess this is going to be whoever can just catch whoever first.
Which fight was that?
The Ty versus the Jarizio.
Oh
Jarizio.
yeah, yeah. That one's got some. I like, man. I just something about that big boy style, man. Him and oh, why can't I remember his name? They had
Derek
fought.
Lewis.
Yeah, there. Thank you. And that was a hell of a fight, man. That was a fun one to watch.
Oh yeah, that's my boy Ling Jing Lang. That's who I said I was gonna put that other one on. Ling Jing Lang. Like I
Ling Jing
said,
Ling.
we're gonna have a nice little UFC card tomorrow. We just walk away with a few extra bucks, you know.
Is that is Lee? Is he the dog? Wasn't he the dog too? The
Uh
underdog.
yeah, he was. Yep. He is definitely listed as the underdoggy.
I like that one.
See that one. Yeah. So we'll see,
What's this
man.
prelim
That's a,
card look like? Let me see if there's anybody in the prelim I can spot that really stands out. Herbert Burns. That sounds interesting.
the only person I know is fighting in the prelims. Uh Tom Nolan, I seen him fight before. And then the lady Casey O'Neill from Australia. I seen her fight before. But other than that, I haven't seen any of these other ones, and that's the beauty of watching the prelims because they'd be going for broke. I mean, all the knockouts, all the blood and stuff you be seeing in the mat when it comes to the main card came from him.
Right. Yeah. Then they got the early prelims out. They got some.
He said Lang wins for sure. That's what I said. I got Lang too on that one. I couldn't see it any other way. So I definitely got a unit on him to win,
At
Mr.
least they
Chester.
got. They only got one like decent. These this prelim is kind of disappointing to me. To be honest with you, like I started looking at it, like to end the prelim, already get a heavyweight fight, but even like the early prelims and the prelim card is like nothing but like featherweights and flyweights. Like it's all a bunch of little dudes. Like it's nobody that weighs over 150 pounds.
Well, I don't know if that's really disappointing to you, but I
Oh, we got a
think
welterweight. We
either
got
way
one
it's
well.
going. I was about to say either way it's going to be some bangers. I'm here either way. I don't care what weight class you're in. Spill some blood and show me that you're a champion.
Right. Yeah. Like I don't know. I like them little dudes. They be banging, but like the problem is like they can't really knock each other out very often. And you know, when you just start seeing two dudes hit each other 47 times in the face, and they know neither one of them got to back down, because you know you gotta catch the dude in the chin in the right spot for it to work. You know, when you're that small, and it's just I'm like, go ahead, put him in the arm bar. I know what's about to happen.
He said, "I know the usual." Let's
Right?
see. Got another. Who you got for UFC 307? Which bout? Which bout you mean in particular? Because I know who I have in the championship fight. I'm going with Cahill Roundtree. I think they need to move that belt on to a new champion. And then I'm picking Pena to win. Yeah, main card. Yeah, main event. I got Khalil Roundtree beating Alex Pereira three UFC
Do you?
307. I do.
Mm. I don't know. For me, Pereira's that dude. I'm not betting against him.
I will, so I can get that money.
Mm. I mean, it could happen. I mean, that's the great thing about these fights. And really, folks, if you're gonna bet and you want one of our advice, take do with the beards. You gotta fade me all the time. I'd be missing on these brows so hard. I'd be like my fandom be getting in my way sometimes. I think,
I'm
but
trying to tell you this. That's all it is, a little bit, but I'm telling you, dude, this dude is dangerous. I ain't saying Alex no slump, but dude, I don't think he's ready for the intensity that Khalil's about to bring with this kind of offense, man. And he's a good defensive fighter, to say the least. Uh,
oh, this is a real nice card. They got Kevin Holland on it too, and Jose Aldo.
oh yeah, that car is gonna be lit. He's a homie looks like Kimbo and LeBron had a baby. He is big. This fucking fool.
This it is, bro. How damn you caught us with just Chat GPT in disguise, bro. That is crazy. How can you tell we're AI? That is. I really thought we was fooling everybody. We've been live for like what 45 minutes, and no one's caught on
Man.
except for you. You've got special skills, Bobby. God dang it, Bobby.
Bobby,
Bobby, quit snitching.
right, he's supposed to be selling propane and propane
He's supposed to.
accessories.
Yeah, where's the propane accessories, Bobby?
No, this
Oh,
card is stacked though, and I can't wait to see Aljamain Sterling lose again, dude. I'm not a fan of this dude. I don't like his whole title run because he won on a technicality on some weird stuff, really. And I think he
yeah,
played his way into that. But
yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Because I just hope he loses. This is talking about a dude who I just do not root for. Kevin Holland, man, he disappointed me in his last fight. Hopefully he
A
can
little
bounce
bit.
back. That's my cousin's favorite fighter too. She loves her some Kevin Holland. But anyway, we'll see,
I like
man.
him. I like his feisty style. You know who he reminds me of? Oh my God! It's that Detroit rapper. I can't. Why am I blanking on his name now? He's a funky dude.
Mm.
Uh, I'm gonna think about it. It's gonna hit me later. But he reminds me of a rapper out of Detroit.
Well, not necessarily. I see what you're saying, Chad. I just got back in the comments. Um, disappointed because he should have won in better fashion. Because the fight before that he had lost. And so him for trying to keep getting into championship contention, like you're putting together some wins, but they're not the right wins, and you're not winning them in such fashion to where it'd be like, yeah, boy, he needs to be one of the next guys in the middleweight division. And it's crazy because he's got all the potential to be the guy in the middleweight division. That's the only thing I'm saying is disappointing. It's like it's like LeBron. If he had Kobe's killer instinct, he probably could have been the GOAT. But you
Danny
just
Brown.
missing a certain element. You said who?
Danny Brown. That's who he
Danny
reminds
Brown.
me of. Yeah.
Yeah, but he
I don't
claims
know if you.
himself as the greatest gatekeeper, and that's all he'll ever be as a gatekeeper if he can't step it up. But shoot, man, it seemed like the hinge is just
That
about to
is
swing
kind of.
off that gate. I mean, if you two back and forth with it.
Yeah, and it's really kind of iffy calling him a gatekeeper. Like, if he's the gatekeeper, he needs to remember to lock it up every once in a while.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, boy.
like, uh, I understand you can sometimes get away with it, but man, I just don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna see, but that card is thoroughly stacked. We'll see here. Juan Buckley's fighting Stephen Thompson. That should be a good fight. I like those close ranking fights too, because like I said, boy, you really fighting to either move up or you get knocked down there to 15, 16. Next thing you know, you're unranked. You never know, boy.
Right.
UFC is a fickle, fickle, fickle thing. Um, I just wish the
Ooh,
man of Nunes never retired. But that's a whole nother story. Looking at Juliana Pena made me think. She always make me think about her, the lioness. I'm like, boy, she'll never retire. But
yeah.
anyway,
It's always kind of sad when a legend goes out, you know.
oh for sure. And you want to talk about watching her whole career from start to finish, and the most now, if you want to talk, she's man or woman the most dominant UFC fighter in history, dude. Like in
Yeah.
total history. Double belt champion, and I mean literally beat all the best that you can name of the Ronda Rouseys, the cyborgs, She right. I
Hold
mean,
on,
everybody, bro.
and we need to say she didn't just beat Ronda Rousey.
Beat
She
the
completely
race.
like pretty much retired that woman. Like that, she was like that whole Ronda Rousey hype immediately nosedived after that fight. Like no one was hyping her up ever again after that. It was Dana White must have been crushed. He was like, I built up this superstar, and this bitch just got her ass kicked.
I'm trying to tell you, beat to death, boy. But that's the case with a lot of these people fighting Amanda Nunes, boy. And she always found a
Man,
different way to win.
yeah.
You
There's
said
not many
DJ.
women I'm afraid of,
What's
but
the? That's the good thing about combat sports. You can disagree, and you can make a case for DJ. But Amanda Nunes, it's man, it's almost not even close. Like I said, dude, her level of domination and the spread of the loss ratio is just it's incredible. Like she's beating people down for years. Ronda Rousey was trying, but she was running through everything, right? And she ran across somebody who could throw hands. You couldn't wrestle me. You fought somebody who could wrestle, but hitting you with hands too. And she woke up to the real party.
yeah. And
Good
I
night
think
and
another
goodbye.
thing, I need to think another thing to touch on Ronda Rousey. She was really kind of early on in the women's division, and that kind of, when you're one of the front runners, it's easier to build up that way. There's less experienced women out there, knocking people out. And now, women have been in for a decade now, so these, you can be young, grown up, and seeing it's a possibility for a young lady to be on the UFC. And
No, for real though. And I like the fact that that Amanda Nunes beat Shayna Baszler, and then after that, Shayna Baszler went to WWE and started wrestling. So I just like she ran two people off the WWE. Matter of fact, sent Ronda Rousey out there, sent Shayna Baszler out there. Uh,
that that WWE check must be decent, bro. It
oh,
really might
bro,
be.
it's gotta be lovely, bro. For them to come out there, they only pay certain few people meal tickets. I'm pretty sure they
Right.
all got a meal ticket at least.
Hmm.
It's more than what you get in the UFC main event.
Yeah, right. And you can do it every week. Like you ain't even gotta wait 3, 6 months. You know
Holly
what I
Holmes.
mean?
Oh yeah, I remember the Holly. Yeah, dude. And we all in the world knew Holly Holmes was gonna beat her to death. Cause bro, she has no hands at all. But Holly Holmes ran across Amanda Nunes and got put down. Knockouts. You see what I'm saying? She's beating all the greats. Anyone you think Valentina Shevko, Misha Tate, uh, what's the like I said, Cyborg, Holly Holm, Felicia
Yeah,
Spencer.
that cyborg win was pretty big too. Yeah,
Oh, bro,
right.
the biggest knocked her out. First round, 51 seconds. What? I remember like it was yesterday, bro.
I, I believe you do.
BKFC is in KC tonight. I'm not even sure what that is. What is BKFC?
Bare knuckle fighting.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
know,
you know
dude.
what? I did see something about that on Instagram. That's crazy. I, I wish I could
I
have got
know,
tickets to that. That shit, it do be crazy. They be throwing the most legit hands you can see toss for a
bruh.
ticket
That,
for money.
yeah, and you want to talk about fighting? That's really about as close as you finna get. Like they really need to do like bare knuckle UFC. That's how the UFC really should be, in my opinion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
I'm trying.
because
It's
like
almost there. Them gloves is them ounces is low, but dude, yeah, that bare knuckle boy. It'd be too many first round decisions.
right? Yeah, I know a dude that be fighting in it, kind of loosely know him, and man, I don't want to fight that dude. I've seen him punch. He did one of those punch machines, and that motherfucker turned off on him, bro. The whole machine was like, nah, I'm done. Like, I was like, I don't want none of that. Don't
Mm-mm.
want none of that.
No, we'll never do it. He said, "Oh yeah, Nunes is the woman of women." I'm trying to tell you, boy. But DJ ran
Oh,
through a
isn't
division twice. Had to make sure to find somebody. You could arguably say she did the same thing. But I feel you though, man. DJ's a hog. I can't take nothing away. But like I said, that's the beauty of combat sports, though. Like I
I
said, that's why
think
they call him. That's why they call him Mighty Mouse. Like I said, that boy. Like I said, he's bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I mess with DJ for sure. But dude, you want to talk about two great athletes? Let's say that to say the least. Two people
yeah,
dedicated to their craft and became the greatest in their spots. Honestly, and like I said, we're arguing. That shows you the beauty of UFC. We're arguing a man versus woman, pound for pound, the greatest, because UFC allows you to do that. So that's
right.
hard, man. That's picture perfect.
I did want to talk on that bare knuckle thing for a second. I feel like Scuba Steve's boy. I don't know if you know him. I think it's Jesse or something like that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, young Jesse. Yeah,
I think he's doing that. I think he's doing the bare knuckle. I feel like I saw that right before I came on tonight.
for real. I'm gonna have to ask
Yeah,
him. I'm gonna have to.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask him here in a minute. You said
Let
his
me
boy.
pull up his
Yeah, you
Jesse.
got me looking
This
right there.
feel like the dude's like a singer dude. I don't know his boy Jesse though.
You talking
I
about
don't.
Pringle, right? Ain't
Yeah,
that? I
yeah. I
think that's
feel
his
like
last
that's his
name.
name. Yeah, I had to pull up his. I almost need to look at the fight card.
Yep, it's him. I'm about to say as soon as you see it, I pulled it up. I
Yeah.
just seen his face just right. Yeah, that's crazy. Uh, so he lost today. Now that I pulled him up, so he's
Oh,
already
is
knocked
the
out.
fight already? Oh shit!
Yeah, he is
Fight already
0-1,
happened.
baby. But shout out to
Yeah,
my boy Jesse Pringle, though, my brother's boy, man. Shout out to Blue Media KC, man. They doing what they got to do out there, shooting movies and
make
things. Golden Gloves, the
great
movies.
movies.
You can catch it on Tubi. Hanging with the homies, catch it on Tubi. I'm even in one of the movies, man. So big shout out to them, and shout out to Jesse Pringle, No Limit, everybody involved in that. And I do mean No Limit as Master P and them. We are affiliated with a few folks. And shout out to y'all for making all that possible for sure.
Which one of their movies were you in?
Golden Gloves.
Were you, bro? I'm gonna have to go watch it again now. Like it ain't clicking. I might have missed it. I probably did. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah, I was in that one. Let's see here. Let's get back to these comments here. David, what's going on? What's up, bro? Bare knuckle is crazy. It is crazy. Actually, it's insane. Chester top three known Jones and DJ. Yeah, Jones, DJ, and Nunes. Yeah, I can agree with that. That I can live with. I can live with that because it's hard to argue that. You might be able to throw Anderson Silva at like four or something if you got to expand the list. But
I
dude,
like
yeah,
Sylvan there. What about like Islam or something like that? Like you ain't throwing him nowhere. What about little GSP? Like we always forget about this old
I
little
ain't forgot
Canadian
about
guy.
none of them. I ain't forgot about them. I'm just we talk Rampage. I ain't forgot about none of them. But we talking about people so prolific, like they help expand the sport and made it popular, more popular for sure. But I'm talking about stretches of dominance that has this almost haven't been seen until we was watching it live between these few people we
Right.
talking about. Because I mean, see, if that's the case, you can pull up what's his name? What's John Jones' rival? What's his name? Dang, how's his name slip in my mind? And I see the dude every time I watch UFC.
You talking about the fat
Uh,
boy? Uh,
yeah.
yeah. God damn it! God damn it! I should know his name. We know who he is
Yes,
too.
Daniel Cormier. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yes.
the old
Yes.
wrestler.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You could throw him in that mix. That boy,
Yeah.
man, he was bad too. So
He was. Yeah, he was bad, but Jones whooping his ass like that just. It really is always going to take him down a notch, at least in my mind. I'm like, especially the way he would talk to John, like, I'm going to spit on you. And John's like, I'd kill you,
right.
bro. Like, you think this is a game? I come into that room and I'll kill you dead with my bare hands. And I believe him, bro. Like,
Man.
I really believe John. Like, I think he could probably pull it off.
Man,
You,
and we still just waiting for him to come back, boy. He's like Roman Reigns, boy. That dude win the title, disappear. Got people fighting for interim titles and stuff, boy. Good night. And him crying during the post fight interview is hard to watch.
yeah.
Silva's on his own list. I agree, Trey. There's a lot of dudes, boy. These dudes is crazy. Islam ain't nobody.
Man,
Right, not yet. That's why I said I couldn't agree with Mr. Casey on that one, not yet. But
I don't
like I
know,
said,
man. Them
Georgia
all
too, he
them.
ain't top. That's what I'm
The,
saying. Like I said, these dudes are cold, but like I said, we talking the upper echelon, like stretches of dominance. Like I said, unlike anything
top
we've ever
five.
seen.
I'll take. I'll settle for top five. Like at least that's respect on his name. That's all I'm asking for. You know, everybody got their own opinions. Now, but George, bro, he take a bath in that baby oil. Make sure you never grabbing him.
No, not at all. Let's see here.
He said
He's
he
like trained under
trained under.
Spencer. Oh, okay. And he's like, but he ain't top five. You ain't lying. He ain't top five, but definitely a legend.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
what's up,
UFC's
boy.
full of
That's what's
legends
up.
like Chuck Man, Chuck Iceman. You know, like that.
Like I
That's
said,
always
yeah,
gonna be a
with Chuck
legend.
Liddell and everything. Like I
Yeah.
said, shoot, boy. But there's some bad dudes out there. I think didn't they call Spence? Didn't they call him Didn't they call him the king at one point or something like that? Like he was the king of MMA. He was a bad Bama Jam too.
Yeah. Man, that
So
UFC is some top levels. I'm glad I didn't like try to be a fighter.
he's
If y'all
already
got a
got
chance,
dementia. I believe it, bro. That stuff, man. I'm surprised some of these other dudes ain't really came out talking about CTE and stuff like that, or more cases of dementia. Especially with like that boy Uriah Faber back in the day. He used to when he wasn't on, he was getting to the latter year of his career, getting knocked out the way he was getting knocked. Boy, he almost started looking like he had CTE, the way his eyes were spacing out and everything. Like, so
right?
I feel you, boy. That stuff, it ain't
Boy,
nothing to joke with.
and honestly, uh, uh, a fighter with dementia kind of scares me a little bit. Like that motherfucker don't even know he shouldn't be
I
whooping
forget
your
this
ass,
is a
bro.
sport, boy, and they get in here and kill you.
Shit, you know he's got the skills, but you better hope he forget all that shit. I need you to forget all that before you forget anything else. Like, I want you. You better learn how to forget to do a rear naked choke before you lose your keys. Like,
Man,
I need you to learn it quick or
no,
lose
for
it quick.
sure.
Look like he beat Down syndrome. Damn.
Yeah, couple of dudes like that. Dominic Cruz look kind of weird, but like I said, maybe they okay though. At the end of the day, hopefully they all fine. But like I said, couple of dudes look like they yeah. Faber was insane in WC. Oh, for sure, bro. You right, Faber. He, he's probably top three in I would say the bantamweight division of all time. Featherweight and bantamweight. He's up there. Like what he's done. I mean, it can't be denied, but he's definitely one of the greatest. Like I say, even Dominic Cruz at a certain point was almost on his way to being goaded. And I just don't know what happened. I mean, he's still pretty good, but
What do you got Khabib on the list? You
yeah, he
you,
was a
you putting
monster.
Khabib up there?
If he was, I mean, if he would have fought a little bit more, I would. But he's in a different kind of list. He's an outstanding fighter. He's a dude that you really can't say too much about. But like I said, most of these people, like I said, lengthy careers stretching over time. I mean, you beat almost everybody twice in your division. Like, I mean, he did what he had to do and dipped out. And like I said, out of respect for his father, out of respect for what he said he would do, if his father passed said he wouldn't fight no more, then I respect him for that. Man's man right there. Can't
Right.
hate on that. But
Yeah,
dude,
I'm a
he's
big
definitely a
Khabib
hawk.
fan. I wish you would have. I wish we would have got like another 5 years out of him, though. I agree with you.
And it's hard not to use it against. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if he would have fought more and stuff like that, like I said, but I respect the decision. Like I said, doing what you had to do. But
He also kind of.
man, oh man,
He did kind of like run out of fighters to fight too, though.
yeah, he
Like
was he was
who?
kicking everybody's ass.
There wasn't really nobody that like. There's not really anybody he missed. Like I don't think there was no one coming up anytime soon enough that was really going to be any kind of competition for him either, though.
No, not unless he was
Yeah,
just gonna
David.
keep fighting fucking Dustin Poirier all the time.
Right, David. Yeah, I agree with you. He would probably have to move up to like 170 to find some bigger competition.
Exactly. You and David just said at the same time. He should have moved up a weight class. That's what I'm saying right there. So, but like I said, man,
Yeah,
he said, and then you got to remember, his championship run wasn't really that long either. It was only a couple years. Like I said, not discounting all the fights he had before that and stuff. Obviously, 29-0 is 29-0. But,
right.
dude, like I said, I mean, and as champion, you've only really beat two names. Oh, I guess Justin. No, you've only beat two
He's got
names
names.
really: Dustin Poirier
Guthrie,
and Conor McGregor.
didn't he get
Yeah, I was just about to mention him, but I'm just like, but who cares about Justin really?
I mean, he's
Nobody.
got a. Oh, Justin Gaethje is a bad dude, bro.
He's
Like
okay.
he's
He's not bad at all. But ain't he the BMF champion right now? I think. Don't he
he
got the
might be.
BMF
Yeah,
belt?
I think he might have the belt. Like he's because he's a bad boy. Justin Gaethje, like that whole 170 division so stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no,
No, you're not lying.
Khabib and Nate ain't on the same list though, because like Nate's my boy, man. I love it, love everything about him,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't dominate the same way Khabib did. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he'd make it a fight. It was always going to be a fight, and that's what you can appreciate out of Nate Diaz. I like his trash talk. I like his style. I like his sunglasses, as you might be able to tell. But like he just he was very beatable. Like there's people that could beat him. Like that wasn't impossible.
He said Max KO'd him for the BMF in the last second. Oh, okay. Ooh, I need to go look that up. I missed that. Let me head to
Yeah,
the
I don't think
Twitterverse to see if I can find that via video. We'll
it'd
have to
be an
clip
interesting one.
that.
Yeah. Oh, we can't clip that. We
Oh,
gotta leave that alone. UFC. That's the only thing I hate about the UFC and the WWE. We ain't clipping nothing from them.
he said we can't clip
They
none of that.
none of that. They get mad. They get so salty over some nothing. It is that we've been. This is the only people to flag us. The NFL hit us with a little strike, but they didn't hit us with a strike. They just said they wanted the money. So that was okay. I can deal with that. If you just hit me with the copyright and you just want the money, take the money. But don't be giving me no strikes, bro. We don't want no strikes.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Yep. I see what you're talking about, Chester. Good night. And it was in the last few. Folded that boy like a lawn chair. Good
Mm,
night. Ooh. No. Good night.
bad look. It's a bad look.
All right, Maximus Holloway. I see you. Hey, boy. Good night. You want to talk about ripping his jaw off? Good boy.
Max Holloway's another legend too, though. You know, he's just been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
forever.
for sure. He's a legend beyond reproach. Most of these dudes are, like I said, they really put the UFC on, put the company on their back. Dana White refused to pay him, and then it's ass tradition, ass tradition.
Right. Right. Yeah, Dana, man, and that's the one thing that kind of bothers me about the UFC overall is they
They
really
need a
just
bigger purse. I've always said they
uh,
need a big. These dudes be half dying out here. I'm like, bro, but he only getting like 100K.
50 grand. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm like
just nothing.
75K. Like, bro, no, bro. Half of that's going to training camp and all this other, bro. They need at least 500 or a meal ticket because you making the money, and you just sold the company to the dudes who bought WWE and everything. Whatever it is that the Rock, the president of, cut some checks, man. Like, what
Right.
are we talking about? Boy beat
Yeah.
him the whole fight and stood down. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the whole fight, but dude, man, good night. Yeah, took him
Yeah.
to the river.
Yeah. I always thought it was shiesty though with how they did that. I was like, man, you got dudes out here about to mark each other for 20 grand, dude. Like it just shows you the world really. Like I remember Sugar Sean, they was making fun of him. There's like you're finding a bunch of nobodies. He was like, "Well, I'm getting a nobody paycheck. I ain't fucking like what do we? You want? We got to up the money before I go fighting bigger people type shit." Like, pay
Man,
me
for real though, that's what I'm saying. They need to update that pay scheme, man. Like I said,
a mil to, bro. I need more than a mil to fight
because there's
Francis.
only a few, like I said, there's only a few wrestlers who's making millions and stuff. Like I said, you got to be the top, the cream of the crop. So I can only imagine how stingy UFC is, especially like I said they all under the same ownership. Man, you should pay them dudes a little more money, at least 300 bands a fight, something like that. Give any chance,
Something.
then tell them dudes you got to fight at least 4 times a year though. You want to get close to that meal ticket? You got 4 fights a year. That's almost fair. That's quarterly.
Well, what really drives me nuts is if you look at boxing, right? So a high prize boxing match, like look at the kind of money that Connor made off a boxing match. You know, look at the money Francis is making off of a boxing match.
Right.
You telling me the UFC ain't bringing in more than a boxing match?
He said a
Like,
meal to
come on now.
anybody who fights. Chester said a meal to anybody who fights him. He said it's guaranteed. He said not to show money. That's not guaranteed meal, win, lose or draw, or whatever you got on top. Whatever you get
Uh,
on top.
I
Yeah.
got a question about
If you
that.
gonna
So I
fight
saw,
Francis, hell yeah, because that thing will blow your fucking jaw off. You might need surgery after that. You gotta
I
get
got a
this thing
question though.
replaced.
So one time I seen a video of a boxer and he walked into the ring and he looked at the other dude and knew he was gonna lose, so he walked out. Would that count? Because that's about as close to fighting Francis as I'm finna get. Like I'd do the
Boy.
whole walkout, get hyped, get in that ring, and just go, little duffel bag boy, I'm outie, I'm
Man.
outie. Appreciate y'all. He won. He won. He
I'm trying
knocked
to
me
tell
out.
you.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like man, I ain't messing with Francis, bro. Yeah, 30 mil for one fight. And you got your message got blocked, David. I'm not sure why. I didn't catch what it
Message
was.
retract. He probably added it or deleted it, maybe. But yeah, that boxing money is just retarded, dude. It's be or hold on, I keep forgetting you can't say retarded no more. That thing is you can't understand it. That money is that the money that these dudes are getting paid. Like I said, it's remarkable. But like I said, you look at UFC when it's a bigger card, better draws, more fights and stuff. These dudes are getting the pennies, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to sound mean, but when the CEO is out there with you at a casino and he out here betting 20, 50 grand a hand and you getting 50 grand for a fight, something the math don't work, bro. Like
I'm
you
trying to tell
you
you.
you telling me you can hit a 17 and the dealer's got an 18 and somehow that's more valuable than me whooping someone's ass? Like what are we doing here? What are we doing, coach? Like come on,
Man.
man.
He said, "Shut up and keep making me money. Get back in."
Right.
Turn Dana White a pimp. He got all the bad hoes in his stable.
And the bad hoes get that paycheck too, bro. He
Boy,
be paying the baddies. The baddies, you turn into a baddie for him, he's gonna pay you.
I'm trying to tell you, that's what what's the name did at Tom Brady roast. Your boy O'Malley showing up on his arm as his date. He said the word retarded is back. Okay, I just had to make sure, man. Shit, because I remember the Black Eyed Peas when it was "Let's Get Retarded," not "Let's Get It Started." That shit was "Let's Get Retarded," and we had a good time.
Yeah, yeah. Shane Gillis really has brought retarded back. It a lot. I don't know if you ever watched Shane Gillis'
I
stuff,
have not. I'm gonna have to check that out.
bro. Oh my god, he is absolutely funny.
Where's most of
You
his
got
stuff at?
You can find it on YouTube. You find it on here
Oh,
with
okay.
ease. Look, Google Shane Gillis, Trump. He's got the best Trump impression. Where's the grilled cheese? Where's the grilled cheese? What was his cousin's name? He's got a retarded cousin that be sneaking grilled cheese, bro. That shit is so special, bro. Yeah, Shane Gillis is probably he's
He
got to
got
be
one
like
on
the
Netflix
funniest.
too. Oh, let me
Yeah,
add that to my list.
he's got a TV show on Netflix too. Tires. Danny. That's right.
That's
Danny.
that's his show. Okay, see, I had started watching that a little bit, but I just
It
never
was
got into it.
the show wasn't that great, but you definitely got to check out his specials. That shit is fucking hilarious. His cousin Danny, bro, he be sneaking grilled cheeses everywhere, bro. He's got Down syndrome, And it's funny because Shane Gillis don't have Down syndrome, but when he's got he ain't far off, bro. Like his
He ain't
impression of being,
far off.
yeah, like he could pull it off if he wanted to. Like he could, he really could. Like he's that close.
Oh
But
yeah, I
it's
just found him. He said and he loves John Cena. Oh my god. I am a fan of the actor John Cena. The wrestler Cena, I was not a fan of. Still not a fan of. Hopefully they don't give him another title belt, even though he about to get his farewell tour on Netflix next year. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm gonna
yes,
check this dude out, boy, because when I pulled him up, they were showing him in the same realm as Bill Burr, and if he's anything like my boy
hmm
BB, it's a wrap.
yeah.
Bill Burr's my
He's
guy.
not different style Burr, but just as funny. Just
Check out his spot
100%.
on Tokyo Tony when he's dressed up as Trump.
Yeah,
Okay. Look,
yeah.
I'm
Kill
putting this in
Tony's
my
my
notes,
favorite
y'all. Look,
podcast.
we'll talk about it next time we on live because I'm gonna watch all of this and I'm gonna bring it back up if y'all in here next time
No,
we reconvene. So make sure you turn your alerts on and everything to know because I will have questions on why y'all didn't
yeah,
tell me about it sooner if it's that funny.
bro, I feel bad. I assumed you're a entertainment connoisseur. I just assumed you had knew him, but yeah, this Chester's got the right ideas. Watch the Kill Tony episode with Trump. But what you do first, get yourself warmed up. Google Shane Gillis, Danny, get the grilled cheese jokes in, and then go.
Just
You gotta
warmed up.
watch. Yeah, and then watch his Kill Tony episode where he's doing his Trump impression, the first one, and it's hilarious. There's another dude doing a Joe Biden impression, and it's hilarious, bro.
Oh,
You're gonna
let's
die
hit these
laughing all night.
comments. I got the notification. I hope y'all blow. Thank you, Chessman, because we blow up. Y'all come with us, man. That's the only difference, man. We give back. We love our fans. We love people who love what we doing, man, and we only do it because y'all watching it. And he said Adam Ray was the Biden dude. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Adam
check
Ray's funny
that
too. Yeah, Adam Ray's his Biden was pretty good, but his Dr. Phil is top notch. It is. It is. It is. It
I
might be
like
the.
anybody
It
who can do a good Dr. Phil, dude, because that
Oh, he
dude.
has. It is the. He's got a Dr. Phil show. He does a live. He'll do like a live Dr. Phil show, and he brings up like other famous comedians and stuff, and they have a Dr. Phil. Like he's his Dr. Phil is Dr. Phil was impressed by it, bro. Like I put it to you that way.
Man, okay, yeah, if that says a
Oh,
lot,
you
dude.
seen the Dr. Phil show, bro? Oh, jealous. I don't get jealous of many things in life. But
Right.
I got envy right now, bro.
I'm
Like
trying to
I'm
tell you.
envious. That Dr.
That,
Phil show would be hilarious.
yeah, that dude, man. Like I said, just to answer basic question. I love the that clip. He said, "Well, he said, are you delusional, or I mean, do you suffer from a mental illness? Like, are you crazy?" He be dead serious. And these people do be insane, man. He be dealing with a lot of people who are just retarded. Let's just
All
call it
right, we'll be right back.
right. We'll be right back. I'm okay. Somebody bring him a cookie. We need to get him back on track.
Oh man, we got John Ross in the building. Shout out, John. Nice to
What's
see
going
you
on,
again.
John?
You caught us right at the end too. We just getting close to wrapping it up. But I hate the Astros. Nobody. I think they're a bunch of cheaters. They're probably still cheating, and I think the whole franchise should be sold and demolished. They should rename it and move the whole team, rebrand, new owner, new team. I hate them.
Should I hate them? Ain't they dogging right now? I think they play today, don't they? Ain't they playing
Oh,
today?
I'm sure it's baseball. They play every day.
Yeah, they playing somebody right now. I'm a Giants fan, so they chose the perfect team. Man, I already know. But yeah, they are looking
Uh,
pretty devastating. Good night. Yeah, I can
yeah.
see why you hate the Astros. I'm indifferent, man. I ain't got no problem with the Astros. I just got a problem with the Royals because they just seem to can't get things together. So we won a
Man, Bobby Witt
championship back
Jr.
in 17, and then all of a sudden it's like we're done.
Oh, we're doing pretty decent this year, actually. This is a
No, I mean
turnaround
we're
year,
okay. Yeah, we're like 67 and 55.
bro. That
So
is amazing.
No, I know
That
that
is
was good.
amazing for baseball,
I know it's good. I know that, but I'm I'm used to greatness. I
bro.
said
That's like
you
with
can't give me a championship and all these these blue Octobers. October ain't it
hey,
ain't been a blue October in years around here.
we might be talking playoffs though instead of losing 100 games. So that's, like if you remember back in the day, it took a little building to get there. And
It did.
Bobby
It
Witt
did.
Jr. is the best baseball player in baseball. We got the number one guy.
Yeah, shortstop, David. I like him. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, we got some guys. I like Michael Massey. Salvy's still down there. I mean, yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm just, I'm waiting for it to be blue in October again. Them fountain waters turn blue. You know how beautiful the
He,
town is when the Royals are good.
we about a month and a half away. It's coming up, bro.
We
They
about
they
to start having our
there's
first
somebody.
officials Red Thursdays and on the Chiefs side of things, though.
Red Fridays.
No, it's Red Thursday now. We
Is
switched
it?
it up. Yep.
When they do that, I move. They go
Well,
change the
probably
day
just
to
because
Thursday.
our first game is Thursday, so they doing
Oh
Red
yeah,
Thursday
yeah. Okay.
or Red
Yeah, that
Wednesday.
makes
I
sense.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have a
All right.
couple of them.
We appreciate you stopping by, David.
Yes, sir, man, and be easy. We'll see you next time. Everybody who done came through, of course, we appreciate you here, and that's pretty much your show for today, man. We're gonna be back. I'm gonna do some wrestling stuff tomorrow. If y'all want to tune in for that, if you wrestling fans, me and your other host, his name Code Nameless, will be on here doing a SmackDown review. Other than that, we're gonna catch you real soon with more content.
Yeah.
Mr.
We'll
KC.
be. Yeah, we'll be back Monday. See you folks Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. Manchester, man, we mess with you, bro. We appreciate you. Uh, World Series predictions. I honestly couldn't call it right now. I mean, if I'm being honest, I said being biased. I'm obviously gonna choose the Royals, and let's see here, just for the sake of it, who's in there now? Who do I like? Mm, 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 I don't know. I'm not sure who else will go out. So I
Yeah,
don't have a prediction for you right now. I got Kansas City on one side, of course.
it's too early for me to really pick. I like to see the playoffs before I really start picking them, especially in baseball because we still got another month or another month and a half really of baseball, and just dudes go down too early. Like I don't do my baseball predictions until the playoffs.
Man, because you could get the Braves in there, the Phillies. There's a couple, anyway, yeah. Like what Mr. KC said, we'll get to that one eventually here. Anything else you want to add on to that, Mr. KC?
I just wanted to answer Rudy real quick. He wanted to talk DDP. We hit them like twice already, but we'll give you a quick rundown. We both got Izzy. I think we both think it'll be a pretty close fight. Like I think it might be a little closer than Do the Beer might be, but not very far apart at all. I don't think.
Yeah, is he winning in a third via knockout? Because he got to do it. He's got to do it.
Yeah, and the Georgia versus Clemson this week. Clemson.
More than likely, I'm going with Georgia. Just because they slid us out the number one ranking to number two for them. So I'm gonna give it to them. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. But
But
yeah,
it's
folks, we
Ohio
need a
State, baby. Every other time it's Ohio State, baby.
MIZ.
Right. Anyway, we'll catch y'all next time here, folks. We appreciate you. Love you. Everybody who came out and commented. Once again, it's the Bold Prediction Sports Media Podcast. We'll see you soon.